Yo, people, it is I, J Reaper X, and this will be What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Roronoa Zoro. Yes, I'm pretty hyped for this, and yeah, just thought of that because why not. And that's not, as you can see, this is not mine. It's not my art at all, bro. Credit to whoever made this shit. Yeah. So yes. Well, we start off in the One Piece world, I guess. Luffy found the One Piece. Zoro became the number one swordsman, and yeah. So yeah. Then Zoro's on his deathbed. Just says no, in his head he says, "I wish I could have a second chance at life." So that I could hone my swordsmanship more, even though I'm already the strongest. And then he closes his eyes. Then he opens them. And he's in a dark place. And then there's a message popping up right in front of him, and it says, "Your wish has been granted, Roronoa Zoro." And like Zoro, like he's happy. Cause yeah. Then he closes his eyes again, and he wakes up to see that um well he's getting beat up by some random people. And yes, Zoro will have a full control over Naruto. Like he's gonna be reincarnated in as Naruto. Yeah, that's more precise. And well, he got all the memories of Naruto, so he's fine. He's getting beat up. He's in the body of a 4-year-old, well, a kid, and he's getting beat up. And bro, so he's mad, bro. He's like, so this is the body I reincarnated in, huh? What a weak body. How am I even gonna hone my swordsmanship with this body? Then he stands up, after he gets beat up. Then he just goes like into the forest. He sleeps, one day. Then he goes to a cave, and he sees his 3 swords. And he's really happy, and he's like, looks like God gave me my swords, huh? I'm thankful for that. And yeah. So Naruto, well, Zoro technically, I'm gonna say just Naruto. Naruto, he's 4-year-old. So Zoro and Naruto, he doesn't really need the Kyuubi's chakra. Like, let's be honest here, bro. It's Zoro, bro. Bro. And yes, he made the scar, cause yeah. And we time skip 2 years when he can go to the academy. And yes, he has learned the basics of chakra. And he still has Haki. So he doesn't really need chakra. But he kind of learned the basics because why not? Why not, bro? So yeah. And yes, he mastered all his techniques and all. Because he still had the memories of his techniques, so his body adapted quickly. And he has muscles. Yes, he still has a lot of muscles, but they're compact, so people don't really know. And he has grown considerably. He's taller than your average 6-year-old now. Not too tall though. Just I must say near Kakashi's height. Nah, never mind. He's still the same height. He's buff, so yeah. And let's be honest here, bro. First year of the academy, bro. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares at all, bro. So yeah. And yeah. Then we skip when they're 12 years old. And yes, he has been practicing still, so he's really good. Like, he's OP now, basically. And he discovered that he has a dojutsu, and he called it the Akumagon, which basically means demon's eye. Yes, I just don't worry about it, okay? So basically, it allows him to boost his strength by like times 10, and there's a purple aura, and his eye glows red, like in the picture here. So yeah, yeah, basically, and he can he also has it also gives him access to the Ashra mode, where he gets 3 heads and 9 swords. Well, a lot of arms, so he has 9 sword style, yeah. And he can summon something similar to the Susanoo, but it's more like, yeah, his a manifestation of his fighting spirit. Basically a stand, but not that looks more transparent, like the Susanoo. So yeah, bro, it's basically a stand, bro. Like, what can I say, bro? But it's always behind him, So yeah, and yeah, we transferred to academy. People are they cloned you to well, a lot of people passed it, Sasuke did 10 clones, blah 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 blah, and Naruto, he did like 100 clones, but they're not really clones, it's just after images or just him. He's running so fast that he created 100 after images, and people he did the hand signs so that people wouldn't notice. So yeah. And yeah. Yeah, but what can I say, Then for the throwing part, he's good. He does decently good. Like, he gets 5 out of 10. So yeah. And now we skip to the 1v1 battles, most of them are boring, like mad boring, So I'm gonna do a Zoro, fuck, man, Naruto versus the dude. What? Sasuke. How can I forget Sasuke, bro? And yeah. So Iruka, he says start, and people, yes, there's people like from the civilian council, like just parents, and some of them are in civilian council. So yeah. Then I'm so sorry, bro. So yeah. Then yes, Iruka, he says start, and Naruto, he's basically playing with Sasuke. Like, he's literally playing around with him. He doesn't even use his swords, for now. So Then then you know Sasuke, he's like, Naruto, stop playing around with me. Show me your true power. Then no, it's Naruto. He stops for a moment and he's like, oh, Sasuke, you really want? Do you really want me to show you my true power? Now Sasuke says, yes, I am an Uchiha. I will never lose to somebody like you. And Naruto's like, very well then. Then he opens his left eye. Oh, was it right? His left eye, yes, his left eye. And it glows red, like mad red, bro. You can see it, bro. No, Sasuke in his head, he's like, Sharingan? No, then he's just, it's not a Sharingan, it's just a red glowing eye. Like his entire eye is glowing. So, yeah. And, purple aura surrounds him. And the clothes of Zoro from Wano, they appear on him. And, he takes all his 3 swords. And, he says, Santori, Rengoku, Onigiri. And, he basically, he does, that. Basically leaving, cuts on, scars. Deep scars on Sasuke. And people, bro, they were shocked as fuck, bro. Like, they're mad shocked. And, yeah. What can I say, bro? And the civilian council, bro, they're planning on doing a meeting, and stealing that, dojutsu of Naruto's. So, yeah. They're planning to steal the power of Naruto. So, yep. Then, well, yeah, bro, that's it. And then, Naruto, he walks away. Doesn't even care about Sasuke. He deactivates all the shit. But and he goes back to his normal clothing. And he doesn't have yellow hair no more. He has green hair, like Zoro. Yes, like Zoro. And he wears more green clothes. Because, yeah. Then, he walks away, he goes home. Then an boy appears in front of him. He's like, Uzumaki Naruto, the council has requested your presence. And then Naruto is like, they're trying to take my power, huh? What a joke. He just runs so fast, it looks like he teleported. And he opens the door. And he's like, so, what am I here for exactly? Naruto said. And the council, they're like, Naruto, well, demon brat, you're gonna give us this power. You're gonna teach the Uchiha this power of yours. And Naruto is like, no. Then the council, they're like, and who exactly do you think you are, huh? Demon brat. Then Naruto is like, oh, I should be asking you that. You are mere civilians. I am a ninja. I am literally the reason why the Leaf Village hasn't been attacked. So I could literally end you right here, and nobody will care about you. Only your kids. And the civilian council are like, watch your mouth, Naruto, demon brat. And Naruto says, or else what? And he shows his eyes. And they just see a demon, like his purple aura appears, and all that. And he really can't about their shit that like they're scared, and Danzo, he's like, don't you understand, Naruto? This power, it will be better fitted for the Uchiha. We're doing this for the Leaf Village. And Naruto is like, boy, shut the hell up. You're the one that conducted the Uchiha massacre. No, you could have just done that shit peacefully, But of course, you like murdering people. And plus, I'm the type that like to expose some people. It is because of you that the Leaf Village is falling. So, then he gets into his one sword stance, and he cuts Danzo's arm with the Sharingan, and he cuts all the bandages and all, bro. Takes the arm and takes the eye. Now Naruto and um, well, Naruto he grabs the arm and he says, "Look at this, people. Shimura Danzo. He collected all the Sharingans he could, and he implanted them into an arm that belongs to Uchiha. Plus, there is a Sharingan. There was a Sharingan in his eye. Look at you pitiful people. Look at who you were following. Instead of following your Hokage, just decided to blindly follow an old man, an evil old man that should have been executed long ago. The people in the council, they're shocked, and even Hiruzen, and he's like, Danzo, how dare you? I didn't know you were gonna go this far. And Danzo, he's in pain, because he got his arm cut off, So yeah. And the civilians, well, bro, the council, and the elders, they're like, they're shocked as hell because they didn't know. They thought that was an injury or something. Military's like, Well, he gives the arm to the Hokage and the eye, He's like, No, he just takes it, He's like, I'm gonna give this to the Uchiha brat. With this, he will maybe unlock the internal Mangekyo. Or even more than that. We never know. Right now, he's weak. If he doesn't get trained soon, he might die fighting his brother Itachi. And, the hero thing is like, I trust you, Naruto boy. The civilians, bro, like they're rethinking their life right now, bro. Like, and the elders too, bro. They're rethinking their lives, They're rethinking how badly they treated Naruto, and how easily they could have died, and who they followed, And he's like, Anbu, take away Danzo. He will be publicly executed tomorrow. And yeah. And we go to Naruto, he go to Uchiha compound and he knocks on Sasuke's door, And Sasuke's like, he opens it and he's like, what do you want, Naruto? And Naruto is like, well, I am here to give you a gift, little boy. And Sasuke is like, what kind of gift? And Naruto is like, well, you see, during the Uchiha massacre, there was a man, um, he took all of these, and he shows the arm and the Sharingan, and Sasuke, he's furious, and he unlocks the 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and he's like, who is it, Naruto? Then Naruto says, oh, it's the Danzo, Shimura Danzo. And guess what? Then Sasuke is like, what? He's the one that told Itachi to murder your clan. He would have done it himself, but he wanted Itachi to suffer. And then he unlocks the Mangekyo, And, Naruto is like, oh, you already have the Mangekyo, huh? Then, Sasuke's like, thank you for telling me the truth, Naruto. And, Naruto is like, oh, we're not done here. There's like 8 Sharingans in here. And guess what? I will put all of them in your eye. Then Sasuke's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then, no, Naruto, he's like with no, the Zoro smile, and he's like approaching Sasuke, Sasuke's like, he's backing up, and he's like, what do you mean by putting them in my eyes, And Sasuke, Naruto, he's like, oh, just like this. Then he shoves 4 Sharingans in a Sasuke's eye, left eye. Then he shoves 4 other Sharingans in Sasuke's right eye, Sasuke, he's bro, immeasurable pain, bro. Like, it's so bad, bro. And then Sasuke, well, what can I say, bro? Like, he has like Eternal Mangekyo and a Rinnegan. Rinnegan in his left eye, Mangekyo in a right eye. Naruto's like, oh, so you have the Rinnegan, huh? Oh, that's nice. You even have the Mangekyo. That's the Eternal Mangekyo. That's even more nice. And then Sasuke's like, oh, damn you, Naruto. And Naruto laughs. He's like, Sharingan and this sword, huh? Wouldn't that be a good combo? Naruto says. Sasuke's like, so where are you getting at? Then Naruto is like, I'm gonna train you. And Sasuke's like, really? And Naruto is like, yes. My 3-sword style wouldn't be good for you, so I'm gonna teach you the 1-sword style. And Sasuke thanks Naruto. He's like, thank you very much, Naruto. Then yeah. So Naruto, he goes to his house, his apartment. So yeah. Then next day, Naruto wakes up. He sees a lot of people in the town square, and he's like, oh, so the execution is today, huh? And Sasuke is present too, because he wants to see Danzo murdered, So yeah. And then well, yeah, Danzo is executed, and people were told what Danzo did, and they all despised Danzo, and they wanted to see Naruto to apologize to him for all the bad things he's done, even though all of this was like done by Danzo, So yeah, and Naruto, he arrives, and people, they start bowing to him, and you're like, we're sorry, Uzumaki Naruto. We've been bad to you ever since you were a kid, and we would like to apologize, And Naruto is like, I'll forgive you all, villagers. Just next time, think. No, just next time, think before you do actions. And before that, since I want to test your intelligence, let me ask you all a question. No, and then they all look at him, and they're like, Naruto is like, if I eat a broccoli, do I become a broccoli? No, they're all surprised at this stupid question, and they're not, no. Naruto is like, if I eat ramen, do I become ramen? No, then they all say no again. Then Naruto is like, very well. Then if the 9 tails is sealed inside of me, am I the 9 tails? Then the villagers, they realize what Naruto was trying to say, and they're like, they think that they were super stupid, because since the 9 tails only sealed inside of Naruto, he isn't the 9 tails, and they're like, we get your point, Naruto. Thank you very much for educating us. No, so yeah. Naruto is like, no problem. He just walks to the academy, and Naruto. Well, Sasuke he grows up to Naruto. He's like, well, Naruto. Well, Naruto. The Naruto is like, you're gonna call me Zoro Sensei from now on. Do you understand? And Sasuke is like, very well, Zoro Sensei. And they walk to the academy together, and yeah, and Iruka announces the teams, and the teams are all the same, so yeah. And yeah. So well, yeah. And Kakashi, he tells them to introduce themselves, and he yeah, it's basically the same. Naruto, he says that he wants to become the Hokage and become the strongest swordsman in the world. Sasuke says um I just want to find my brother Itachi and bring him back to the village. And Sakura, she says the same thing because she wasn't educated, quote unquote, educated by Naruto. Um, so yeah. Then um, Naruto and Sasuke, they're pissed at Sakura's answer. Especially Naruto. And he says in his head, "Oh, I'm gonna teach her a lesson after the Kakashi Sensei dude goes away." Then Kakashi says, "Meet me tomorrow at the training ground at 1 a.m. At 8 a.m. sharp, and don't eat breakfast. You might throw up." Then Naruto is like, "Very well then." Then Kakashi goes away. Then Sakura, she's about to walk away, and Naruto is like, "Oh no no no, you're not going anywhere, Sakura Haruno." And Sasuke says the same thing. Sakura, she's like, what do you mean, Naruto?" You know, and Naruto is like, "Oh, I'm gonna train you really really hard, cause right now you're just a fangirl." And by the way, Sasuke's already gone. So yeah, my bad if I said Sasuke somewhere. He's at his house. And well, then Naruto says, he continues, "Do you really think Sasuke is gonna fall in love with a weak woman like you?" And Sakura, she looks down, she's like, "You're right, Naruto. I just want to get him to notice me and to acknowledge me. Then Naruto is like, I understand you. So I'm gonna train you in something that is really special. And you must not um show this to anyone except if you're on a mission or you need to train or some things. Okay? Do not If I teach you this, do not teach it to anyone else. Do you understand me?" Sakura, she nods, and he's like, "I'm gonna teach you two things. One of them is gonna be called three things. One of them is gonna be called observation Haki. The other one, armament Haki. And one of them will be it will be Conqueror's Haki." And Sakura, she's like, "Haki?" And Naruto, he's like, "Yes, Haki." Now then he quotes his armament Haki, and he says, "This is the basic stage of armament Haki." And then he does the advanced armament Haki. Yes, he had that. So yeah. And how can she some a yellow, well, a purple aura surround the Haki, the fist of Zoro, and Zoro, well, Naruto. Then Naruto says this is the advanced armament Haki, and it does internal damage, and it's really strong. So yeah, Sakura, she's amazed, and Naruto is like, well, observation Haki. Nah, I'm not gonna teach you that. You don't need that. You will enhance your senses yourselves. And, Sakura, she's not, And he says, for conquerors Haki. Normally, it's um, a projection of your fighting spirit. But I'm gonna teach you how to put it in your arms only, because you don't need to use the conqueror's haki for anything else. Conqueror's haki will be able to knock your opponent out really quickly, especially if you have armament haki with it. Sakura, she nods. So basically he teaches Sakura, and they don't sleep at all, bro. He teaches her all night and all. So she learned her armament haki, and she's fast. Like, she's not slow no more. She's fast, and um she she's close since she's smart. So she is close to having a advanced armament haki, and she learned well, conqueror's haki is not really difficult, but it's not easy either. So she learned it with difficulty. So she can coat her arms. Well, she has pink sparkles in her arms when she uses the conqueror's haki. So yeah, and now I know she thanks Naruto. And she calls him Zoro Sensei. And yeah, and yeah, then Sasuke sees that Sakura and Naruto, they're sleeping like on the tree. And they both wake up, Sasuke and Sakura, and they see that's Kakashi, he's still not here. So yeah, and yeah, bro. um so well, Sasuke, and he asks Naruto, what exactly have you and Sakura been doing? It seems like you haven't had a lot of sleep. Sasuke and Naruto is like, oh, I trained her really, 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 really hard. And Sasuke's like, okay, but why? And Naruto is like, oh, I hate weak women. And plus, she wants you to notice her. So I told her that the best way to do that was to be strong. And Sasuke smiles. He was like, oh, you know me well, Zoro Sensei. And Naruto is like, oh, Sasuke, now she's really strong. If you should get to know her now. She's no longer the weak fangirl that she was. She's now really strong. Trust me. And, Sasuke, he wakes up and he goes to Sakura and he wakes her up. And Sakura, she's like, oh Sasuke, how you doing today? And Sasuke is like, well, he says Sasuke-kun, how you doing today? Then Sasuke, she's surprised, because Sakura would just be fangirling, but she's calm now. And uh, Sakura, she sees the shock in Sasuke's face, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry about me. Naruto trained me, and mentally and physically, so I'm no longer a fangirl." Then Sasuke, he nods, and he's like, "Well, Naruto, he told me that you have been training with him, and that I should get to know you. Maybe we could go on a date." And Sakura, she blushed, and she's like, "Really, Sasuke-kun?" And yeah. Then Sasuke is like, well, if you after I see your strength, I will decide. We can go on a date tomorrow. And then she says, okay then, Sasuke-kun. um. So yeah. Then after 3 hours, the And yes, Sasuke, he knows how to use a Mangekyo and all. Like he got some memories of it. I'm gonna just make that up. So he knows how to do his shit. So yeah. Then she then I believe Kakashi arrives. And he explains the bell test and all that shit. And yeah. Um No, then they start the belters, and the three of them, bro, they're not scared at all, bro. Naruto, he activates his eye. Sasuke activates Rinnegan, Sharingan, Eternal Mangekyo. And Sakura, she activates something that Sasuke and Kakashi didn't know she had. She activates no, armament Haki, and they see that her arm is completely black with some pink sparkles on it. Then they both rush at Kakashi. And Kakashi, bro, he gets pulverized. Like it's that simple, bro. Pulverized, bro. He has cuts. Cuts, and like she just has some punches like imprinted in his arms, his torso too, and he's just beaten up. And Naruto, Sakura, let's just say she knew some medical jutsu, so she heals him. So yeah, she heals Kakashi, and they get the bells, and they know it was about teamwork. So yeah, and yeah, and Kakashi wakes up and he's like, "Whoa, what happened?" No, and yeah, Kakashi, and they both say the three of them they say in sync. Well, you see, we beat you like really badly, and Sakura had to heal you. He looks at Sakura and he's like, "Oh, I guess you all pass." And basically Kakashi says, well, no. Kakashi says we'll have missions in 2 weeks, so be prepared. And Naruto's like, perfect. Sakura, Sasuke, I'm gonna train you all. Sakura, you almost mastered Haki. Sasuke, I'm gonna teach you Haki and swordsmanship. Is that alright with you? And Sasuke says he nods. Sakura too. So basically, he proceeds to teach Sakura for a week. Then she mastered Haki. I know it sounds absurd, but she does. Okay, she has a advanced armament Haki, and advanced conquerors Haki. I'm not even sure if that exists, but the the pink sparkles, they intensified, like mad intensified. So yeah. And for Sasuke, he discovered that he has lightning, I believe. Nah, don't even worry about it. He has his sword from Shippuden, I think. Yeah. And he has his the thing. Oh my god. He has yes, armament Haki, but his is like red. Yeah, and red and black, I guess, because Uchiha, and yes, he has advanced conquer. No, he doesn't even need advanced armament Haki. He just has Haki, but a really really good level of Haki. Like he can unlock he mastered armament Haki. Yeah, and he mastered Conqueror's Haki too. So yeah. And then after 2 weeks, well, they're OP, so yeah. Um, Then Hashi comes to pick them up, and Sakura, she has that those the samurai outfit, no, the outfit of Zoro, but more of a female version, and it's pink. Sasuke, he has a red and black version um of Zoro's Wano, well, not Wano, but just, yeah, Wano costume. And Naruto, he has a Zoro's Wano costume, like, yeah, normal one. um so yeah, and then, yeah, that's it, bro. What can I say, man? And well, they do the mission, and they get a C rank, like the Tsuna mission there, instantly, because um like he was somewhat impressed with Naruto's power. So yeah. um and yeah, I guess that's it, bro. Then the Tsuna, he wasn't drunk, so they just do the mission there, yeah, directly. um so yeah, then they're walking. Naruto sees a puddle, like the three of them, they see a puddle, bro. And then Naruto is like, Sakura, would you mind obliterating this puddle? And Sakura, she's like, very well, Zoro Sensei. Then no, she just annihilates this puddle, like, she punches the air, and there's literally a shockwave, bro. Like, the thing is gone, bro. So yes, the Demons Brothers, bro, they come out, and they're literally knocked the fuck out. Like, let's be honest here, bro. It was basically like a wave of Conqueror's Haki, but in a punch, So yeah. Um, then um, well, I guess yeah. So Sasuke, he just uses the Rinnegan's human path to rip out the soul of the one of the Demon Brothers to get information. So yeah, he did just kill them, And Kakashi is impressed with the skills that the three of them have. And he's wondering why they're calling him Zoro Sensei. So yeah. Then they just walk. They see there's heavy mist, and Naruto is like, Sasuke, I want you to use Almighty Push to just remove this mist. It's too suspicious. Then Sasuke is like, yes, Zoro Sensei, and he does just that. And this sees Zabuza just standing there, and Naruto is like, oh, a swordsman, this one's mine. And he just rushes at Zabuza, and he just obliterates him, bro. He destroys the sword, and yeah, he just cuts Zabuza up. And when Haku comes, bro, he senses the intentions of Haku and who he is. So he's like, oh, so you're Zabuza's accomplice, huh? Well, you should die too. And he just cuts Haku up. It's that simple. So yeah. Then um that thing. I'm stupid. Then they just continue, They don't even ask. They don't even, like the Sasuke and Sakura. They didn't even react, They just knew that whatever Naruto was doing, it was the right thing. Cause yeah, he made them powerful. So yeah, and yeah, Sasuke and Sakura, they're dating now. So yeah. Um. Well, yeah. Then they reached the land of waves, and Tazuna, he just tells them to like just yeah, just eat at his house, and Inari tells them the same thing, that they're gonna die, and Naruto is like, oh, so we're gonna die, huh? Then Naruto is like, when God and his men come, I want you to watch us obliterate them. I'm gonna let God live so that you and the villagers can beat the crap out of him. Would that be good for you? They know. Inari, he knows, and he's like, you better not disappoint me, Leaf Ninja. Mister. Then, so Naruto is like, oh, very well then. Me and my apprentices will end them for you. Then, yeah. Then, well, they stay, and, their bridge is already built. But, so, because, Naruto, Sakura, and, Sasuke, they both helped. Well, they all helped. And, yeah. Then, well, Gato and his men come, Then Naruto, he takes Inari on his back, and he tells him to back up, And then Inari, he does just that, and Naruto is like, Sasuke, Sakura, let's do our combo attack, Then they all nod, They're like, Naruto, he's like, Santori. And then Sasuke's like, Itori. Then Sakura, she readies her um armament Haki and all. And then they both say um they just say 36-pound cannon. So yeah, and basically Sakura punched, and there were like 4 slashes following that. So yeah, and yeah, bro, there's nothing else, Um, so yeah. And yeah, bro, what can I say, man? Basically, they murdered all of Gato's men except Gato. And he took Gato, and he thing man he thing yeah, he threw him to the villagers. He said, and Naruto is like, well, our job here is done. You can beat him up and kill him however you want for how much he made you suffer. And they just all walk away. And Kakashi, he's like, so I want to know, how the hell did you all become so strong? And Sasuke and Sakura, they just both point at Naruto. And I say, well, Naruto, he trained us, and now we're really overpowered. And Kakashi, he's like, oh, so it's all because of Naruto, huh? Then um, um, Kakashi is like, well, he's stuttering, and he's blushing for embarrassment. He's like, well, can you trade me to Naruto? And Naruto is like, he looks Kakashi up and down, he's like, you're perfect for Conqueror's Haki. I'll train you in that. And Kakashi is like, Conqueror's Haki? And Naruto is like, Kakashi, do you use... Well, the Conqueror's Haki will be good with a blunt weapon, just like a mace. So Kakashi's like, so you want me to get a mace? And she's like, yes, you will get a mace. And Kakashi's like, fine then. And Naruto is like, nah, how about we steal a mace? Now how about we melt Zabuza's sword and turn it into a mace? And they do just that. It's basically like a mini version of Kaido's mace. And it's still sharp. So yeah. Oh, my bad. I changed that. Bruh. Yeah, and then he basically trains Kakashi. And Kakashi is as mastered, like mastered, bro. Conquers Haki. He doesn't really need armament Haki, cause yeah. And he uses it on his mace. And it looks like thunder, but like he adds his lightning style to it. And it turns purple and he's happy, It's like, well, very well, thank you, Naruto. And Naruto is like, no problem. And by the way, they did that for like a week, so yeah. And Kakashi's like, well, I signed you all up for the Chunin exams. So you will be I hope you are I hope you're ready for that. And Naruto is like, are you really telling us that right now, Kakashi Sensei? Naruto's like, Kakashi's like, my bad, I forgot you're all very overpowered. Then Naruto's like, Kakashi, I want you to bring two people. Guy Sensei and his student Rock Lee. I want you to bring them to me. I will train them in armament Haki. Since I see that guy does not know any ninjutsu, I think that this will help him. And gosh, he's like, okay then, Naruto. He basically brings Guy and Rock Lee. And yes. So then Guy, he's like, oh, Kakashi, you now use a new weapon, huh? And yes, Kakashi has the Mangekyo now. Yes. And since Naruto trained him mentally too, and he unlocked the Mangekyo on his other eye. Don't tell me how. He just did, and he can deactivate it whenever he wants. So yeah. Eternal Mangekyo, my bad. He has Eternal Mangekyo, so yeah. I know, right? It's OP, but it's good, bro. Like OP people, so yeah. Then well, yeah. And Rock Lee to Naruto so that he can train them. And Naruto, he does just that. He basically train Rock Lee and Guy. Rock Lee, he has armament Haki, and Naruto is like he has advanced armament Haki, but he uses only the normal one. And Guy, he has armament and yeah, he just has advanced armament, like really really good armament Haki, and he learned full body Haki. So and Naruto he says, well, guys, Sensei, I know you have the 8 gates of death. You don't have to worry about the after effect of it no more. Why? Because armament Haki is way too durable for the after effect. So if you use the 8th gate of death, well, if you're in need to use the 8th gate of death, then use armament, your full body armament Haki with it, and you will be completely fine if you keep it on for an hour. And guy, he nods. He's like, "Thank you very much, Naruto." And yeah, and Rock Lee, he learned that too. Just in case. So yeah, and yeah, basically, um, yeah. Then we time skip to the Chunin exams. Well, the first part, where they gotta go to the, written part and blah blah blah. Yeah, he learns that. Yeah, he already knows again too. And they go to the good entry, I guess. So yeah, then they do the written test. Like they're smart, and yeah. So then yeah, they all pass, and now we go to the first of death, which is pretty boring, no cap. So let's just say Orochimaru, he's still alive for the Konoha crush and all, but yeah, they're gonna get taken care of anyway, so it's fine. So yeah. Then well bro, am I stupid? Yes, they get a Earthworm and blah blah blah. So then we time skip to the battles, the preliminaries, I guess. And well, Naruto. Well, we gotta go to the matches that are interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure Shikamaru versus a random ass dude. Shikamaru claps. Shikamaru versus the dude from the Sound Village. Not Shikamaru, Shoji. Shoji gets clapped, sadly, because yeah, he doesn't know his partial expansion jutsu yet. So I'm not sure. I don't care. And Temari versus my dude Shikamaru. Shikamaru gives up. So yeah. Concord versus one dude, but he gives up, I think so. Oh no, that's it. That's later. My bad. So now we go to Rock Lee versus Gaara. It's gonna go way different. Like, yes, Rock Lee doesn't get his weight off yet, and he doesn't use armor Haki yet because he doesn't feel the need of it. Then and just a detail that I wanna add: when he uses full body armament Haki, he doesn't have to be full black, so he can make it invisible. And Sakura, Sasuke, all of them too, but Sakura, she just likes to make it visible. Sasuke too, but Rock Lee and Guy Sensei, they make it invisible. So yeah. I guess, yeah. Then Naruto he shouts, "Rock Lee, Lee, you can use it." I sense that he's really dangerous, so you can use it. Then Rock Lee, he's like, okay then, Naruto. And he uses full body armament Haki, and he uses the third gate. I'm not sure what it is, but he uses the third gate, and yeah, and he takes off his weights, and he claps Gara. Shukaku comes out, but Naruto and Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Guy, and Lee, they just subdue Shukaku like easily. Then they go after the after Orochimaru, who is fighting Lord Seventh, and Sakura, she just punches the barrier and it's gone. Yeah, and they kill Orochimaru, like they murder this man, and he thing um Lord Third, he didn't die. Naruto's like, GG, you're getting old, so I'm gonna teach you something that will help you. No, so he was in Hinad, and he carries Hiruzen on his back, and he just goes to the hospital, and they heal him, Then after that could team 7, Guy, Lee, and Naruto. Well, yeah, that's it. They're praised. So yeah, and by the way, since it's the Hokage, so he learned advanced every type of Haki. So yeah, and he's OP. So yeah, and he thanks Naruto, and Naruto is like, no problem, GG. You're my grandpa after all. No, yeah, third Hokage smiles, and yes, he learned the full body. So yeah, doesn't really have a weak point no more. And I'm gonna end it off here, cause why not? Peace out and goodbye.